the blood will be licking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Oakland Raiders. Who will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 52? We'll know shortly as we are underway in the AFC title game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carry here for Terrence West. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, Flacco gets it off to Woodhead. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play action, Flacco. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now West. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. Flacco from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Here's Carr to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Chris Wormley in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Carr to throw on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
First carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it second and 10 to start things out. To pass, Flacco. His throw incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target. Third down here.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Carr throwing on second down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw his Carr. Cooper's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice little juke. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 36 yards. Ravens. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Flush to his right. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. Here's West. And an alley to run. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, Flacco to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is Woodhead. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Break from the ground game here. Flacco. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Passing play, Flacco. Quick slant, that's caught by the veteran Macklin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Hey, 4th and inches. Why let your quarterback try and sneak for it? Give it to the guy who's born to fight for those tough yards. It's a fullback dive, and he just makes sure he secures the football and then plows forward to pick up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second down, Flacco now. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Denard Robinson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Carr now on 1st down. Underneath to Davis. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he's brought down. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They bring Crabtree in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing his car on third down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Carr. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it with West. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Flacco here on second down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with the ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'll try to pound it in with West. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he puts it through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe they'll play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go again with Davis. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Niall Davis, 37 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They begin here with a run by West. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Flacco. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Flacco to Perriman, and the Ravens have a first. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. This is Wentz. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. And the back goes into motion. Flacco. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
7-6-18.
Now Davis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll run with Davis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. 3 yards left to grab here on third down. Carr going to try and throw on third down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the 10-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, here's Carr. And this is caught. Crabtree. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flacco fakes the give, sets the throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Time running out here on the play clock. Flacco looks to throw. And this is caught. He hits Macklin. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, Flacco to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Flacco will take to the air again. That is caught at the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. First carry here for Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And Flacco keeps it himself. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This offense so far on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Raiders. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. A Raider first down, 17 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. 5 seconds, 4 seconds.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
no Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real, real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercovers. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. I'm it. Squad. I'm it. Squad. I'm it. Squad. I'm it. Squad. I'm it.